Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. This video is actually going to be about personal hygiene life hacks, plus size edition. So if you're interested in seeing some of the tricks of the trade that I have to offer in regards to personal hygiene as a plus size female, then please stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so today we're going to be talking about being a plus size woman and trying to cope with just having the best personal hygiene possible, considering we have a little bit extra going on in all areas than other people do, than other females do. We have to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more clean. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit more, a lot more clean. We have a lot more things we have to concentrate on because we just have a little bit more to work with. So I guess to start out, body washes, okay? With body washes, it's nice to use floral fragrant body washes all over your body and everything like that, which is fine. But when you're getting down to your goods, you want to make sure you're not using something that is high in fragrance and high in other things, dyes and all that stuff, because that's a very personal part of our body. It's very intimate. It's very invasive. You know, we're not like guys that have their stuff just exposed out and they can just, you know, wash it. We have all kinds of things going on in there. You got to lift back, fold back, you know, dig in and all of that to make sure that it's clean. Now, a lot of people do say that, and it is true, that the vagina is a self-cleaning, I don't know if you would call it an organ, but a self-cleaning body part, okay? Meaning some people say you should only be able to use water, or hot water and a clean rag, and you should be able to get the job done. I don't agree, because women, we go through a lot. A lot of things changes how our body functions, especially our vaginas. A lot of things affect it. Stress, the foods we eat, medications, diseases, or, you know, just things that we have going on with our bodies internally that affect our hormones, our cycles, just all kinds of things. Whether we're sick and have a cold, all kinds of things affect our body. So we have sometimes discharge or irritation or some different smells and things that go on. And sometimes water is just not going to cut it. And for a plus size woman, water is just not going to cut it. Especially around your, like I said, around your cycle time, especially, you know, when you've been on medications or you have something going on in the summertime, especially, water is not going to do it. I recommend using a soap, but using a soap that is very, very gentle. You can use Johnson's & Johnson's baby wash because it is very gentle. You can use, what I use is Ivory soap. Ivory soap, it has no dyes, no perfumes or anything like that. It's a very, very gentle soap. Another thing I recommend is something that is pH balanced for women. But I use Vagisil, and it is pH balanced. So therefore, you won't have to worry about anything going on down there that's going to cause you to have additional bacteria growth and things like that. Another part of keeping your vagina clean is also keeping it groomed. Now, whether that's shaving with a razor, and I only use Venus razors, or whether that's going to get waxed. And if you decide to go get waxed, I do not recommend that you go down the street to Ling Ling, who does your nails too, and get a wax. I recommend you go, and I'm sorry, that was kind of stereotypical. I'm so sorry, but I'm serious. Don't go down the street to where you get your nails done and can get a full set and a design for 20 bucks. Like, don't do it. You need to go someplace that specializes in waxing. Another thing too, if you're somebody who's like, I don't want to go there with the waxing, or I don't feel like being bothered with shaving, because shaving is a very tedious job. Do not use Nair or any Veets or anything that, do not use this. I'm telling you from experience. This, yes, it gives you a nice, smooth, clean, baby soft, but you will regret the day, okay? You will regret the day you did that. I used this, I think twice, and my pH balance got thrown off so bad I had to get a prescription, honey. Once you have groomed and washed and you got everything all good to go, one of the other things you want to do when you come out the shower is dry. dry yourself very well before you put your panties on. Because if you leave it kind of damp or whatever, what happens when you take something damp and close it into something, into a dark place that gets warm? You know, that's where you get mildew. That's how you get mildew, and that's how you get mold and things like that. So just think of it like that. Okay, you're putting, you just washed up, you just got out of the shower, and you don't dry off, you know, good enough, and you're still kind of damp or whatever the case may be, and then you throw your panties on, and then you throw pants on top of that, and then you go out the door, and then you're running around and you're walking around, so heat's, you know, generating and everything like that, but yet it's damp down there, it was never fully dry, you know, and then, you know, you just start getting kind of, yeah. Another thing you can use are the Summer's Eve feminine wipes, and they say for sensitive skin. They are pH balanced, and they're just these little cloths, and these are perfect for refreshing up. And I find that I use these, of course, the most in the summer, because there's just times when your thighs is running together and all of that, and you just feel like, okay, I need to freshen up. And this is another tip: if you can smell you, other people can smell you. Now, when you put your panties on, of course, the most highly recommended types of panties for us to wear as women is cotton panties. Yes, we like our silky, we like our thongs, we like our lace, we like those types of panties. But I'm going to tell you guys what I do. I wear every day, every time I get dressed, I wear panty liners. And these are the panty liners I use. They're the Always. They used to say size 14 plus because they were for the bigger girl, but they don't say that anymore. So now they're just the extra long. So I wear these every day in my panties. The reason why I wear these every day in my panties is for a number of reasons. Number one, it protects your underwear, the lining of your underwear, so you get a longer use out of your underwear. Number one. Number two, it protects, if you are, like I said, if you are having something going on with your body, no matter what it is or for whatever reason, it you know, makes you feel secure, because you know that you're not, you know, seeping through your panties, and they're not getting all moist and just sitting there resting on your vagina, which, like I said, creates odors and creates bacteria, where if there is any kind of discharge or any kind of moisture, whether it's from sweating or whatever the case may be, it's getting down into the panty liners. And so panty liners are a must. Okay, douching. I know everybody has this thing about douching and how there's so much controversy on douching. So much. So many, it's like I said, there's the doctors tell you and people tell you all the time that douching is not necessary because your body is a self-cleaning, you know, thing. But again, there's times where you just feel like there's something that you did, ate, or going through, or whatever the case, where you feel like you're not, you know, good to go down there and you need some extra help. That is the case for me. I don't come on my cycle. Your cycle that's the time that it is cleaning. Like during your cycle is the time that it is cleaning itself. Because I don't come on my cycle, but maybe once every quarter, if I'm lucky, I don't get that cleaning. So I do use a douche. I don't use a douche often. I buy one box of douche a year. It has 4 disposable douches in it. So this is just vinegar and water. It's the vinegar and water one. And it comes with 4 in it. And I only do it once a quarter. So that's why one box lasts me a year, because I only do it once every 3 months. And this are things you want to tell your kids and your teenagers and your daughters and stuff, because my mother never told me about douching. My mother never told me about shaving. My mother never told me about any of that. You know, you learn, and your kids are going to learn, if you have daughters, they're going to learn from their friends. They're going to learn at school, and they're going to get misinformed. Because I remember there used to be a girl I used to go to school with who used to rant and rave about girls are supposed to douche. If you ain't douching, you're a nasty ass broad. And all of a sudden, like, she used to say stuff like that. And so, of course, you're like, oh, what is a douche? And do I need to get one? And then you're going home and you're running home in your bathroom, or when you're taking your shower at night or your bath, and you're sitting up here doing stuff that you don't even really know anything about, especially middle school, because that's usually when it all starts to come out. And girls would, like I said, would say stuff about the douche and things like that. And you would be like, oh, yeah, of course, yeah. That's so, like, who doesn't douche? Like, that's gross. You don't douche? Oh, my gosh, like, who doesn't? But in the meantime, you don't even know what the hell a douche is, and you know that when you leave school, you're going to be running to find out. So there we go with the internal, with the cleansing of the vagina. Okay. Now just some other little life hacks to get outside of the perineal area, because I know y'all are like, okay, can we be done with the vagina? Okay. Next up is some other things that being plus size come along with being plus size that are not always pleasant, and that is dark spots. I think the biggest issue with being plus size and having, especially having if you're big in your thigh area, or your bottom half, is the darkening of the thighs. Your inner thighs are dark. I will tell you what you can use when you're in the shower, and you don't want to use this every day. I think you want to use it maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But this is the lava soap. And I'm sure you guys have probably heard about this a lot. It's a pumice powered soap, and it's a heavy duty. It's typically a hand cleaner. I'm sorry, I had that upside down. It's typically a hand cleaner, and it's used like an industrial hand cleaner for people who work with their hands. This gets rid of darkness with continued use. Use this for a week, maybe 3 times out of the week, the first week, and tell me you don't see a difference. It works. When you use this on, like, just take it and lather it up really good, and don't rub it in a washcloth or anything like that. Just rub it, take the bar itself, rub it in between your thighs. You'll feel that it's kind of rough, almost like sandpapery, because it is pumice powered, so it has like that scratchiness to it. So you just rub it and get it real lathered up and moisturized. Rub it in really good and let it sit there for a while you work on other parts of your body. And you get your elbows, your knees, your neck, under your arms, under your breasts, because having big breasts, if you are one of those plus size women with big breasts, you get that darkness under there sometimes. Use same thing. And just lather it up really, really good. Let it sit on there for a little while, and you can do something else in the meantime. Wash your face or whatever. You can use this on your face. I wouldn't recommend it though, because it dries your face out really, really bad. And the thing about this is that once you use it, and this is why also I say I recommend using this at night, is because it, like I said, it dries you out a lot, and you're not supposed to put lotion or anything on after you use it. So if you use it at night, like when you take your shower in the evening, if you're one of those people who takes their shower in the evening, use it at night. And then in the morning, when you're getting up to get dressed and everything, then you're fine to put your lotion on. But it works best if you don't cover it up with anything once you use it. And I'm telling you, it lightens up drastically. Another thing that I would recommend that you use after you've washed with this is lemon juice or lime juice. It doesn't have to be fresh lemon juice, but of course fresh is always better. But it can be the ones in those little ones you get from the grocery store that are in a plastic bulb. Take some of that and apply it to your inner thighs or anywhere where you have darkness. Apply it there. Also, apply aloe gel. This aloe gel I got from Amazon, and it's called George's Aloe Gel. It wasn't that much, and you get this 8 fluid ounce bottle, and a little goes a long way, because I've had this for a year now, and it's not even a quarter of the way gone. It's 100% aloe gel. Apply it to, after you apply the lemon juice, or you can mix the lemon juice in the gel and apply it to those areas. Go to bed, wake up, put your lotion on and all that good stuff, and you're good. Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one more feminine item that I know you guys are like, really? Another one? I do have one more feminine item for the vaginal area that I do use occasionally when I want to freshen up, or especially, like I said, summertime, when you just don't feel like yourself. It's the Summer's Eve. They also have the FDS one, which is the feminine deodorant spray. And it's just a deodorizer, a spray deodorizer. But this works well too. You do not want to spray this on your vagina or up in your vagina. You want to only spray it, you only want to spray it on your panty, the part of your, your panties, or either on your panty liner, or your pad or whatever. And it's just nice, keeps you feeling really fresh. And you don't need a lot, so don't go sit there holding it for 20 seconds either. Now, if you do have a problem, or you do want some type of fragrance down in that area when you walk past people, or if you, having an intimate night and you want to have some type of fragrance going on down there, I suggest do not spray perfume down there, because I know that's a thing people do, is they're like, shh, 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 shh. You don't want to spray perfume. This is what you do. You get an oil. There's perfumes that come in oils. Get a nice oil, and you take the oil and you can apply it to your inner thighs and behind your knees. Apply it there. Then you'll have that fragrance, but it's not overwhelming. And if you're somebody who receives oral, pleasure, it won't affect the person that's down there, because, you know, they don't want that in their mouth, and they don't want, you know, you don't want that, and you don't want to irritate yourself either. So don't take it and put it on your, you know, your stuff. If you're going to put it anywhere near your vagina or on your vagina, put it on the outer part, like on the hood. Put it on the hood, and that's all you need to do, and it's, you know, you're good to go. So that's really it, you guys. Leave your comments below. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.